Hey, what's up? This is Tap with POAPathon, and we're about to throw.
Impressed with the level of artistry that we have just within POAPathon. Like, the artists are amazing.
We've decided to host a 24-hour event. It is going to run continuous around the world.
So y'all like, share, subscribe, tip. Send this out to everybody y'all know. This is episode 0, but we here. Groundbreaking.
Let's go.
Live.
Hello, POAPathon Live. We are here. I'm here in my lovely kitchen, somewhere in the village. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see if anybody gets that. How you doing? How you doing, Vistadon? How you doing?
All right. I'm doing all right. We took a week off, so a little rested, a little tired.
Yeah, same. I'm always crazy busy, even if I'm not here. That's probably why I'm not here. Just insanely busy, but all is well. And I'm excited today because we're going to be talking to Yalexis. How are you doing today, Yalexis?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful Tuesday.
It is a beautiful Tuesday. And we'll be talking about Lighthouse NFT in just a little bit. But first, we're going to start with our usual fun and good times. Hold on one second. I'm getting my slideshow going. You know how we do. It's been a minute. I'm a little off practice. So, okay. So episode 25. Can you believe it? Thank you, Balancer DAO. You are the best. We love you. Our official sponsor. And be sure to check out VBAL and all the things that they're doing at Balancer. And you can find them on Twitter at Balancer or on Discord, discord.balancer.fi. And we do have sponsorships available. So check us out at POAPathon. You can shoot us a DM or send us an email, poapathon@gmail.com. And we also have these fabulous shirts available. I'm really going to get one. I keep forgetting. We've got the staff ones and the community ones from ultrasoundmerch.com. So check those out. And then finally, I got to let everybody know that POAPathon Down Under is coming up, and they are having so much fun putting this together. This is a crew of just a bunch of different projects, NFT projects, businesses that are using POAPs. They're involved in Web3. They're all coming together. They're throughout Australia, and they have a lot of fun things planned. So I'm really excited. It's coming up on the 16th and 17th, depending on where you are. It'll be starting on September 17th in Australia, but for us, it'll be the 16th, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So look out for that. We'll have more info for you next week.
This is
All
super
right,
cool.
let's talk about it's going to be so much fun. You have no idea. Let's talk about some stuff. Valerie, perfect timing, Vidizzle. Perfect.
Good morning. Hi, everyone.
I think that Valerie's going to know a little bit about this. I'm going to guess that she's on it because she's on all the things. So this is Utes. That's what's happening in the world of Web3 right now. This is the big talk of the town, and that is Frank DeGods, who created a project about a year ago called DeGods, and then this was sort of the follow-up bigger project that he had in store the whole time. This is on Solana, and it's currently trending as #1 in minting, and it has been highly anticipated and talked about for like the past week or two, probably longer, but like the past week or two, I feel like it just amped up to like new levels. And what I think this says is what's going to be interesting is to see where this goes and how well it does, because it's on Solana, to see if this can be like the really big breakout. I know that the OK Bears were pretty big as well, but I think this one's going to be pretty big. And my understanding is, like, one of the things that's special about this project is it is a whole bunch of different one-on-one artists coming together to create the art for this. So Dizzle, do you have any thoughts on this, on the hype? What do you think? Is it the real deal, or is it just all hype?
Well, I think first it's interesting that it's released on Solana, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not too versed in the Solana world. I mostly buy my NFTs, on the Ethereum blockchain. But I think it's cool, first of all, to see like Solana get a little bit of its hype, and of course this project. To be honest, I don't know too much about it, but I do want to stress to be careful, because I did see some tweets going around that there are some people who are minting utes on
Yeah.
the Ethereum blockchain. So make sure you're minting from the correct blockchain, from the correct website, and so on. So that's all I can say on it, to be honest.
That's a great point, because, that's another reason we do riff a little bit. It's because we want to make sure you guys are aware of what's happening. And so you can be on the lookout for the scammers who always come along whenever something is pumping, right? Whenever
Yeah.
something is hype and pumping, right behind it is scammers who are ready to take advantage of that. So yeah, be on the lookout, only follow official links. And at this point, I think if you're not on the allow list, don't even try. You're going to have to go to secondary. So don't even try.
Right.
But that's a great point. Like, be on the lookout for those scammers. Bisadon, any thoughts on this? I know this was like a little bit of news to you too. So.
Well, yeah, we were kind of talking before the show about how we're like, we need to get on the Solana train. I think that like applies to a lot of us here. But the idea for the project sounds like an amazing idea for POAPathon, actually. At least one of ones,
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, I like the idea. But yeah,
I
this
do
was
think
new.
that
This was new.
that's,
To me.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I've seen it for the past couple of weeks, but it was a fairly new project that I hadn't had too much interaction with, where all of a sudden I feel like it's everywhere I look. Whether, on trending and just people talking about it in Twitter spaces, and everyone's talking about it right now. So
Yeah.
I
Did
definitely
I
want to
miss
make
it?
sure.
But did you mention that? So did you say that these are one of ones from like different artists, like different collabs
Yeah.
and stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like that
different.
is actually trending, these one of ones collabing with other artists in the space, which I think is great. Not to get off
do too.
topic here, but there is a project I'm looking forward to called The Stoics by Gabe Wise, and he has
Yes.
done quite a few one of one collabs as well within that project. So I
So
don't know.
I
I feel like that's
realized
a trend.
I realized yesterday that I could have been on the allow list, and I think I missed the window because I own one of Jessica Yaratsky's NFTs, and she had it, and I didn't realize it, and I think I missed the moment. But yes, that looks amazing as well. And you're right, Gabriel Weiss does do a lot of different collabs, or he'll be a part of another collection where, he just has one NFT in it or something like that. So yeah, that's going to be, in terms of art, to me, that is exciting. That's super exciting.
Right.
It's
I think
good to
that's going to be
see.
a great collection.
It's tough, right? As an artist, I could imagine, already when you're, dealing your art in the real world, it's already tough to be seen. But when you can have other artists support you and elevate you in having these collections with one of ones, I think it's a great thing. Like, I love to see
I
it.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I do think that there are other collections that are similar, like Timepieces is a great example of that. They're
Yes,
always
yes.
a whole bunch of
Right.
different artists brought together. But I do think that has such different kind of value, right? Because just you get a different level of art because of the uniqueness of each piece. So I think that I'm interested to see what these look like when they reveal. missed out on the game. And I thought it was interesting too. I was listening, missed out on the game of getting on the allow list this time. I thought it was interesting. I was listening to Ryan Carson, who formerly of Moonbirds and, well known on social media, talking about this project this morning on a Twitter space, and what he was focusing on, which I thought was interesting from a business perspective as well as a collector perspective, was attention, right? That there's so much vying for everyone's attention that oftentimes the projects that do well are just the ones that are able to grab attention. And that's what he was focusing on with this particular project, in that their founder, Frank DeGod, has been able to, is dynamic and has been able to capture attention. And that sometimes is the, key to the whole thing, is can you get those eyes on your project?
Yeah.
So, because we all know that there are plenty of projects out there that have amazing art that just, didn't do anything. And that's really what it comes down to. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just the marketing. So it'll be interesting to
or
see
the personality.
how this does.
Yeah.
The personality. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that we can look at Gary Vee for that. Totally. 100%. That is all him, right? If you take all of that same art and put it in someone else's hands, it does not do as well.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Right.
It's the bigger vision, right? Absolutely. Yeah. And the ability to get those eyes on the project, for sure. Yeah. And that for sure he's a king at. So
Right.
So anyways, okay. So that is Utes. Look for that trending today. Anything else from the world of from the Riff world before we move on?
I think
nothing big, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, I just see a lot of people
happening.
Getting ready for the merge. That's
a lot of merge discussions, and lots of we do have some POAP. We have a POAP bounty, I think, for the merge as well, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I think I saw one in there.
Yep.
So that's cool. I feel like that has become the sole focus of conversation lately, is merge. So
right.
Once we get past that, maybe, we can get back to the fun stuff. But it is exciting that we're finally here. I feel like we've been talking about it a long time.
Totally.
Yeah.
Or at least
I know our friend. Yeah, I was gonna say I know our friend Superfizz has. So
yeah, he's been talking about it for a long time. I gotta see if I can get him into class this week. I don't know if he's gonna have time. All right, so Yalexis, let's turn to you and Lighthouse NFTs. I'm gonna go back to my screen here. Tell us about Lighthouse NFT.
Sure thing. The Lighthouse NFT gallery is currently located in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico, right in the middle from the ports when the tourists arrive, and it's currently hot and we get visited by tourists every single day. It's founded by Crystal Rose Pierce. She's currently the wife of Bitcoin billionaire Brock Pierce, who is currently also gonna run for, if I'm not mistaken, for Secretary of Vermont for 2024. And the Lighthouse Gallery displays NFT by established and emerging digital artists from Puerto Rico and around the world. Everybody that would like to join the Lighthouse, just send a DM and we can schedule it for the next event. We currently are only closed for private events. It's not currently open for the public yet. But as soon as we have a form for artists and emerging events, we just hit them up and to place their artwork, because people from the Brock Pierce and Crystal Pierce circle of network, they constantly visit the Lighthouse, and it's pretty good exposure for emerging artists so they can buy the art. Like last week, we had a Puerto Rican artist that he minted his NFT without knowing how much he was gonna get, and literally the owner of the Lighthouse, Crystal, she offered him over 6 and 5 Ether for each of his artwork out of nowhere. That I offer literally. He started. It was pretty shocking to everybody, and the Lighthouse.
That's amazing.
Yes, and we have big support from the Lighthouse. At the opening, we had Alec Monopoly doing live art. We have visited from Logan Paul. He took a few Polaroids, but none of the Polaroids from inside the Lighthouse got selected for his project. But we are gladly going to collaborate with Logan Paul on November because he's gonna launch something that I cannot disclose yet for the collections from 99 Originals.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes. And also next month
Well,
we
this is
are gonna,
interesting.
yes,
We're getting
and
alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes,
We like the alpha.
Yo.
yes, and next month we're going to celebrate Ford. They're gonna celebrate their first electric car, and they selected the Lighthouse venue to showcase the past NFT that they did, and they're gonna be discussing. I think I know it's gonna be like it's gonna be blockchain related. They're getting into the tech. That's what I know of, and yeah, like we also host NFT Tuesdays that is currently today. There's gonna be one. It's a recruiting event where we look out for founders, not just founders, but emerging artists, creators from different backgrounds from all over the world, not just locally here in Puerto Rico, that would like to present the work. Like if they have a white paper that would like to present, or investor guy from any single project. It doesn't have to be NFT related, but preferably yes, so we can be accepted and we can show you on the monitors, because we currently host with 31 WIM monitors from different shapes and different sizes, and constantly when we feature artists, we give them a section, or if it's a private event, we just showcase the whole gallery directly related from that event specifically. But yeah, we have projectors on the bar, two bars, one on the second floor, and the second floor is gonna be for future. It's gonna be like some sort of workshop for artists that wants to get their art done, or if they wanna learn about NFTs or Web3 in general. We're gonna have the workspace just for them.
That's
And yeah.
fantastic.
This is really cool. So what was the space before it started showing NFT art? Was it a traditional gallery
Yes, it was a
or something
traditional.
else?
Yes, it was a traditional gallery, but it was abandoned for many years.
Wow.
And when
Mm.
the peers bought it back in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, they couldn't make too much renovation because it's located in the heart of Old San Juan. It's a tourist popular attraction place, and it's very historical building, so they cannot make any changes, just paint it and polish it. But they try to make their best.
It's beautiful.
Looks,
Really is
yeah,
a
it looks
beautiful
stunning.
space.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, especially if you couldn't do too much renovation on it. I mean, it looks very pristine.
Very cool. And then are they also doing so they're doing events there? Are they doing any like NFT conferences or anything like that? Or has it mostly been one-off events?
No, currently they host NFT events related only. Anybody that has an idea, they can just submit a proposal for them, and mostly they could get the funding because, like I said, Crystal and Brooke Pierce, like she's called by Forbes itself the diva of Bitcoin, and Brock Pierce, yeah, and Brock Pierce is also very influential in the blockchain space. So
This
they,
is like something that they're doing just to
yes,
help promote Web3, and wow, that's amazing.
yes, they're very
Yeah.
influential.
What a great space.
Yes,
This makes
also
me want to go create a conference in Puerto Rico, just
no,
I know,
yes,
right?
please.
because
On
Yeah.
December we're
it
gonna
looks
have,
amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, on December we're gonna have blockchain week. That is
Awesome.
gonna be funded by the Bitcoin Foundation and Transform Group. That we have a couple of billionaires involved.
Wow.
Amazing. When is that? Do you have dates for that yet?
That is on December. I don't
Okay.
have dates yet, but it's blockchain week. It's about 2 weeks. They're gonna be back and forward with influential people around the world, like doing to the convention center. Then we're gonna tour like Puerto Rico itself. I'm gonna show them in investment opportunity here in the island as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Puerto Rico
That's
is
amazing.
yes, Puerto Rico is currently hot right now because there's a law called Act 60 that people from the state or all around the world can come here and they don't pay taxes at all. and it's not that hard for them. Yeah, that's why we got Logan Paul, we got the Pierce, and we
Sure.
got a lot of people and
Wow.
influential people are moving to
A
the
lot
island
of
because of it.
new
Interesting.
residents of Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Yes, the only
Mhm.
requirement is live on the island for 6 months, then you can go back to the States.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I've heard of a lot of people making a move there. So it's a smart move on the part of Puerto Rico to open its doors in that way and really make it welcoming for those in crypto. Very smart move.
Oh yes,
So
definitely. Puerto Rico will definitely become, in my opinion, the future utopia of the Caribbean.
mhm,
Wow.
I agree. I agree. And I think that Miami is doing something similar.
Yes,
You know, obviously
definitely.
not can't do anything about the taxes, but they're in that close proximity too, I think is going to help as well. That proximity to Miami as well. So there's a lot of you know, smart people thinking about this and finding ways to attract those in Web3. And I love that. I love this gallery. It's beautiful. It's
It
amazing.
is. Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is a little bit about some featured events, POAPs from the gallery. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes,
So
we
were
have.
these were all different events that happened at the gallery that why
Yes.
don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. When the gallery first started, I went to give them the knowledge about POAP itself because I like POAP and I love POAP. And I literally have been working making POAP for free here in Puerto Rico for any type of event just to help expand the protocol. And when I first presented it, they didn't take it as seriously. And I was a little bit confused. I was like, "You're an NFT gallery. How do you don't get this? Like, it's a little bit difficult." But then when I just presented the art, I just made it. I made the art. I made everything the event, and I just showed it. Like here is live. Like people can scan it. It's an actual NFT. They can take it home. Like it's the opportunity to preserve this moment as an NFT. This is an important historical moment, in my opinion. Every single event at the Lighthouse should be recorded, and we also use WeLook to store memories and content from each specific events.
Mhm.
And yeah, one of the first events
Very
that I
cool.
got the opportunity was NFT.com. That was thank you to Kyle Armour from Immutable Holdings. They presented NFT.com here in Puerto Rico, and when I heard they were gonna do a launch party, I just throw myself. I like, here's the NFT, it's done, scan it, claim it, it's fun. You can do like bunch of things. Just please go to POA directory and you can see all the utility. You can hide in for exclusive merge, for WordPress, for content. Like it literally works just as simple as any ERC. And they were like pretty in shock actually. And they were like, okay, let me tell this to the peers. They're the owner of the gallery. Just stay here. And then when Tristo came out and she scanned the NFT and she saw the collection, she fell in love with POAP and now she likes POAP. And I'm glad because like I told her
Amazing.
before, like I'm glad that you like POAP because POAP, their objective is to preserve important historical moments for future. And this is definitely one of the great uses with the gallery.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a perfect combination with an IRL gallery and POAPs. I mean, absolutely. Even with digital galleries, I love having a POAP when I go visit digital galleries. So this is amazing. So I'm looking at that POAP on the bottom right. That looks like the beach with the Puerto Rican flag and the hibiscus. And that is a beautiful piece, by the way.
Oh yeah,
So I don't
that
know if
event
you
was
did that
special.
or it's really well done. I love the art. It's really good.
Oh yeah, thank you. I made the composition.
It's really nice. So well done. They're all great, but that one just grabbed my attention. What else should we know about the Lighthouse? I think this is incredible. How do people get in touch, or if they want to maybe even rent out the space, how do they get in touch with them? Should they just go through Twitter?
Currently they're only on Instagram for private event or shoring collections, like direct message on Instagram at LighthouseNFT And always be aware that the Lighthouse will never ask for any type of crypto payment or investment advice. And yeah, like when people want to present, they're gonna be prompted with a form, and that form should be for a schedule for the next event. Like, is it gonna be, or even privately or publicly, for people to showcase their art. And if they get bought, they will get bought. We'll
Awesome.
share it.
This is amazing. I love this. I love to see more IRL locations that we can go and interact with Web3. So I love that this is, all the time there rather than just a pop-up. So that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing this with us. Any other questions, comments, Vidazel or Beastadon?
Yeah, actually, Yalexis, so what is your role actually with the Lighthouse Gallery? Is it just creating the POAPs, or are you do community outreach? Like, what is your role?
I currently work with them as a creative director and also as business developer and relationships.
Amazing.
Because their team is are most focused locally, and I'm the top of the team, like the one who's most into Web3, Twitter, Discord. Like, they're more focused locally. I'm just doing the outreach and stuff for every single artist that want to emerge. We have like great responses from numerous collection, not just from Ethereum, but from Flow as well and Cardano, from projects that are being willing to offer money just for throwing a party. Like, oh, we're just gonna give you this money for a party and just record content for us, and so we can celebrate it on our Discord. And we got some pretty weird requests, but most of them make sense.
Fantastic. Well, and I think we talked a little bit, Alexis, that POAPathon would love to interact with Lighthouse NFT. So I think we need to plan something in the future.
No, yeah, definitely. Like, for the next one, the 20th, actually, the POAPathon is gonna be celebrating their year anniversary, and NF2s, they were gonna have another event. So yeah, I would like to either or jump in on stage, or we can do here like a meet, and we can set up a itinerary timer perfectly, so we can have syncing time, so we can
that would be awesome.
stages.
That'd be fantastic.
Definitely.
And then go ahead.
No, yeah, I will reach out to the team. They will definitely be agreed to them, because trust me, your guys are POAPathon, and your guys have good stuff to show. And to be honest, Puerto Rico should know about you guys, because there's people who wants to transition from Web 2 to Web 3 and they don't know. And in my opinion, POAPathon is one of the best community to start with.
Thank you.
That's very kind of said.
We appreciate that. And we love hearing that. Yeah, we'd love for you to celebrate POAPathon at the Lighthouse. That would be amazing.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, feel free to fly us out there. I won't say no to traveling to Puerto Rico.
I'll pop over there.
Currently the private jet is tagged, Logan Paul tagged it with a spray paint, and currently the Pierce got a ticket for that, because a aerial loss, you cannot tag a plane just for that, there's some laws. So we have a little bit issues.
Okay.
We'll have to fly commercial
sometime.
Yeah.
Have to fly commercial.
We'll figure it out.
No private plane for us. Darn.
Private planes. No, have to go commercial.
But definitely we can sit down with the Lighthouse team directly, and we can set up a business call so we can discuss further details. Or if POAPathon have a good proposal, we can definitely make it. Like last year, we have the Metaverso event, and Patricio Bullhader came here to celebrate it. It was an actual good experience meeting him. So, cool. I have been sending him DMs.
Amazing guy.
Yes.
We love Walthalter.
Yes,
we love Patricio.
Oh, of course.
Yes, the last time I spoke with him, he told me that he missed the coqui sound. Coqui is a little national frog here in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah.
The frog. Yep.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Coquitos. Yes. Oh
so God, I had one real question before we wrap up on Lighthouse. Is there like an audio video expert there, like on the clock or something? How do you, with all the digital display that you do, I know that takes a little bit of work to kind of finesse some of the images and things like that.
What
Is there
can you?
so I think like a audio video person that hooks up the like televisions and things like that, or the displays rather.
Oh yeah, we have someone who specifically his work is with the monitors. He specifically program each monitor. Yes,
That's incredible.
like
That's cool.
one of my job
Were you
also is
looking
to
for a
send me the
job,
artwork.
Feastadon? Did you want?
No, I'm
He's
good.
looking for a spot so you can
Overworked
move to Puerto
already.
Rico.
Yeah, right. Well,
Hey,
we
check
can
out the
talk, we
Axis
can
team.
talk. No, that's
Well,
right.
that's
Fantastic.
actually a good question, to be honest. And if I can ask, like, because there are people, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people who want to transition from Web 2 to Web 3, right? And so one of the ways could possibly video production and stuff. And clearly, Yalexis is doing the business development. So do you have actually any tips for our audience, Yalexis? Like, how do you go about connecting with these IRL companies or brands or locations if you're wanting to find work with them?
Yeah, mostly I have been working them with usually POAP helps a lot, like because a lot of people who criticize the You Have Met Me POAP to me is fantastic, because not just with friends and family, but when you do not just business, but when you meet people and they don't know much about NFT, or they know the principle and have a wallet or have POAP itself, it's fun to capture their experience when you have them make to claim your POAP, because not just by that, they will also remember you. Like, trust me, they were gonna be like, okay, this guy is unique. He even presented me with a POAP. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
And the few that does it, trust me, it gets remembered. And I always present a You Have Met Me POAP. Currently, I don't have any. I had to make another one.
I was sold out.
No, yeah, I did made a few. I can request more though. But yeah, like if people present with the POAP, the preservation of memory, people will fall in love with it, because POAP can be used literally for anything, like for learning new experience, for literally filling out a form, not just for people that wants to get like for farming. No, we're just not like that.
That's a really good point. Is showcase something that's unique to yourself that you're bringing to the table. And I do feel like POAPs could be, the next business card, right? It's like, yes, you met me, you met Yalexis, but you have the ability to put in the description in there. What do you do? What are your capabilities? Do you have a link, to your resume or something like that? Like, POAPs that's a great use case, actually.
I think it's a fantastic use case. I agree. I use it that way when I go to conferences for sure, so that they have all my information right on the POAP if they forget, or we somehow didn't, get each other's other contact information or something like that. So I do think it's useful. And what I had another use for it last night. I started doing a Twitter space with food nouns, and we're going to be including a recipe on the POAP.
Nice.
But I realized that I've never run into this before. I hit the limit, the character limit for the first time.
What is the limit?
Yeah, it's like 1500. So I've never hit the limit. And then I hit it. So I'm like, ooh, we're gonna have to think about this. We're gonna have to think about these recipes. So we had to do something a little different, but we included like, here's where you find the recipe. But we included the, a picture of the cookie on the POAP along with, some other, made it fun. But so
it's not a generative recipe,
another way to do it, right? So another way to do like a little recipe card instead of a recipe card, a recipe POAP. So
is the recipe generative?
No.
1 cup of oil.
They're all one of ones once you make these cookies, though. They're all one of ones. It was fun, and I'm totally not a baker. These other folks are chefs and bakers and all that. So I'm really just there to provide color commentary, but in POAPs, and that's it. So but it was fun. It was a fun, different way to do a POAP, is to look at it like, okay, we can look at this as a recipe card too now. So so kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay,
is
so that
an
was a
actually a
sidetrack.
great
Sorry
idea.
about that, but
No, that
little
was actually one of the most unique ways to be distributing POA. That literally, like, congrats, that is awesome.
yeah, so just
For
a
sure.
little fun way, a little fun thing. Yeah. So I think whatever you can figure out connects with your community, that's a good way to use a POAP for sure.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Anything else about Lighthouse NFT before we close out for today?
Just that
Awesome.
you haven't seen the end of it on POAPathon,
No.
so you're just getting
I want to go
started.
back just one. Oops.
Yes,
I
let's
wanted to
check
go
out how
backwards
it
really
looks.
quick.
I really like
I wanted
the
to just
marble
show
floor.
I wanted to show the pictures of the gallery one more time because it really looks amazing.
Yeah. And
It's really, really
this
well
isn't
done.
even the whole gallery. It's
Yeah,
this
pieces.
is a
Yeah,
lot of
we're
it,
just
but
seeing
yeah.
pieces.
How many floors is this? Because I see stairs.
Yes, it's 2 floors.
Oh, 2 floors.
Yes.
Nice. So is it like both like has art on the wall and stuff, or is it like
Yeah.
there's stage or?
The first floor consists of the projectors. We have 2 projectors, 31 wind monitors. And the second floor, we have we don't have one monitor. We have like a custom built screen with a digital Bitcoin, just that screen, and the rest of them is physical art.
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
Okay.
That's
So we
really
got a
cool.
mix of digital and physical. That's
Like,
very cool.
Yes.
Amazing.
great.
Well, I'm looking forward to attending some event there sometime soon.
I know,
That
right? Yeah.
is for sure. So thank you for sharing that with us. Because that was amazing.
Oh, for
Design
sure. I look forward.
services. Speaking of art that we love and design services and designing POAPs, POAPathon Design Services, you can find more information at POAPathon.com and make a request if you need something designed. We started out designing POAPs, but we also we have artists that do NFTs and PFPs and logos and videos. So make
Most
sure.
recently, pixel art.
And pixel art. Exciting, exciting. So all kinds of fun things. And here's an example of the Fight Club pixel art winners. We had Rodimivis and Pemburar, Pembu Air. I don't.
Drop
Am I
X.
saying like I don't even know. Like is that right?
This was a cool one.
Anyway.
Drop X.
Yeah. Okay. But amazing. That looks so cute. They're really well done. I would love to see some noggles on these, though. I can't see things that are pixelated without without nouns glasses on them. It seems wrong. And then we have the Eastacre Ethereum Foundation Bordell winners. So we had a very unimportant person and CryptoCoinism.eth who were our winners. And I'm going to disagree. You're an important person. If you don't know that, you are, and you won. Congratulations. So those are awesome. Love them. And then we have the ETH Denver NL merge party. This is available now, correct? Yes, due today. I think that's supposed to say 2022. It says 2020, but I'm assuming you mean today. And not
2020, just yesterday.
Just yesterday, 2 years ago. Okay, so you can find more information in the POAPathon Discord. Jump in there and check out this bounty before the merge. And then we also have one for Get POAP, POAP Design. So that is tomorrow, 9/7, right? Yeah, tomorrow. Yep. So that bounty is up now. So jump in there and get your designs in. Tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m., we have genetics on the weekly call for POAP. So you can find out all the things that are happening with POAP. And then finally, I hope we have a secret word, correct? Yalexis? Yes?
Yes, we have a secret word.
Okay.
All right.
Did you
well,
test
don't say it quite yet. Everyone get their apps out.
Did you test it?
Yes, it works.
Okay.
Very
All
good,
right.
very good.
So get your apps out.
Very
We got to
good.
make sure. Gotta make sure before we go through the process. Get your apps out. You're gonna get your phone out. Pull out your POAP app. Click on the plus sign next to where it says Mint and click on secret word. And then what are we putting in here?
Yes,
Alexis, whoops.
Yes, well, the Lighthouse has a special LED sign at the bar that people mostly like it because it's the original slogan from the Lighthouse. And it doesn't have any spaces or dash, no cap at all. It's all together. It's let there be light.
I love that.
Let there be
light.
light.
Yay.
Okay. Yep, it is happening. And I love this. With the little lightning bolt. Fantastic. So that was let there be light. All one word, all lowercase. Let there be light. Grab that now. All right. And Beastodon, what's up with this birthday candle?
You know, I think we have an event coming up other than the Australian event, which is perhaps going down on the 20th, perhaps going to be multiple hours. Perhaps we're going to pray. No, we're going to play a bunch of games and whatnot the week before of the 20th.
Perhaps we'll give away some pogs.
Perhaps we'll give away some
Ooh.
pogs.
Perhaps Prof has a box of pogs still.
Oh,
The Tap
okay.
Center. So we could do that too. That could happen.
Yeah.
So that's
like
exciting. So more info to
20th.
come next week. Stay tuned. And a special thanks to all of our producing team, including Beastodon, Poet Viking. We hope you're doing well there, Poet Viking. JB Amadeus, and our host Genetics, who is taking the day off, and B Dizzle, and also Jayo and Crypto Mom, and our entire community, Magdalena, everybody who's holding down the fort in the Discord. We thank you all. And we thank you, Yalexis, for coming by and talking to us about Lighthouse NFT, which I just now really want to go to Puerto Rico. So figure
Yeah.
this out.
Sure
I'm
thing.
like, now I want to go to Puerto Rico. Like, let's go create an event in Puerto Rico so we have a reason to go.
Yes.
Thinking about it. Gonna ponder on that for the rest of the day.
Thank you
All
to the
right.
POAPathon team.
Cheers.
Thank you. We appreciate you being here and sharing all that with us today. And I'm Prof. Warder here in my in Monica and Rachel's apartment, and B Dizzle, Beastodon, Alexis. Thank you, everybody. And you all have a wonderful day. We'll see you next week.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.